students of class 11. Welcome to the online tutorial classes for Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School. This video is for class 11 nutrition, and the chapter that I will continue today is the minerals. Okay. In the previous video, I have completed the iron part. That means the iron functions, regulations and everything. So today in this video, I will start with copper. Okay. Copper is Cu, and copper is one more micro mineral, but it have very important role in our body that we are going to discuss. So in 1928, researchers recognized the essential nature of copper, but not until 1960 did evidence emerge that copper is extremely important for the survival of the human being. But after that, the scientists find out that the copper have actually some important role towards our body, and that things, the sources, the RDA, the functions, the toxicity, the deficiency, everything I will discuss in this video. So let's check. Now we are going to start about copper. So this is the picture of the sources of copper. So these all are the very rich sources, and this copper act as a very important role in various kind of the things. And the richest source of the copper including means the organ meats like liver, shellfish, nut and seeds, legumes, chocolates, oysters, crabs, lobsters, etc. And which a good source of the copper is in the sesame, sunflower and soybean seeds, etc. Most of the fruits and vegetables have only medium or low content of copper. So here you can see the pictures are given, like beef liver cooked is also a copper good source, oysters and mushrooms, and then the beef sweetbreads, then the epito, and the sesame seeds, cocoa powder, cashew nuts, squid, and work, grape, sunflower, hazelnuts, Brazil nuts, hemp seeds, walnuts, lobsters, pumpkin seeds, pine nuts, pistachio. All are the good sources of the copper. So copper is more or less abundant thing. Now, if we talk about RDA, like the for the adult men, 2.2 mg per day in adults who consume rice and wheat-based diet for them needed, and the daily about 11 to 16 gram of copper per day is suggested, which can meet the RDA value. Okay, this is the RDA for copper. Now, directly going to the functions. So these are the functions of copper. See, it helps make our connective tissues. It helps maintain our energy level. It keeps the healthy function of our brain and nervous system. It helps to our skin to produce melanin and helps the transport of iron in our bodies. So these all are the very important functions of copper. Okay, and mainly the copper acts as a very important cofactor in several enzymes. Obviously, the copper containing enzymes have many functions, including acting as an antioxidant, participating in the electron transport chain, etc., and that it and as well as is biosynthesis of the melanin pigment. Obviously, it is written here, and the connective tissue proteins collagen and elastin. So, so the copper acts as a very important cofactor for several enzymes. The copper containing enzymes have many functions, including acting as an antioxidant, participating in the electron transport chain, that is ETC, as well as in the biosynthesis of the melanin pigment as the connective tissues, protein collagen and elastin. So these are already I told. The perhaps that is most important functions of copper is as a component of ceruloplasmin that is present in the brain. The enzyme that catalyzes the oxidation of the ferrous, that is Fe2 plus to ferric like Fe3 plus for incorporation into transferrin. The absence of ceruloplasmin leads to the accumulation of copper in liver also. So it is a condition called hemochromatosis. Okay. So copper is an important component in the SOD enzymes which are involved in the antioxidant reactions. Copper also plays a role in various other activities, including the myelination and the nerve tissues and the immune functions of the cardiovascular functions. Okay, so now we will go for the deficiency of the copper. So these are the deficiency symptoms of copper, like fatigue, arthritis, osteoporosis, paleness, low body temperature or always feeling cold, anemia, brittle bones, easily breakable bones, frequently getting sick, the muscle soreness, the joint pain, stunting in growth, the hair thinning or building, the unexplained weight loss, the bruising, the skin inflammations, and sores. These all are the symptoms of copper deficiency. Copper deficiency is relatively rare in humans, and copper deficiency occurs most commonly in preterm infants. Okay, preterm infants means those who born before the 9 months of age. Copper deficiency is most commonly causes anemia and the decreases activity of WBCs and some abnormalities. In copper deficiency anemia, low ceruloplasmin activity, that ceruloplasmin activity causes the defective iron metabolism in liver. The genetic disorder known as Meng syndrome, in which there is a failure to absorb copper into the bloodstream and thus production of the ceruloplasmin is very low. The copper accumulates in the intestinal mucosal cell, muscle, spleen, and kidney. The Meng syndrome causes the neurological degeneration and the abnormal connection tissues development. The osteoporosis is poor and the poor growth can be seen. These are the main thing that can be seen due to that. And after that, these are all about the deficiency syndromes and deficiency things. Now we are going to talk about the toxicity of the copper. So these are the symptoms of copper poisoning in the body. So the systematic changes can occur like chill, fever or pain. The muscle weakness can occur. The liver can decrease their function. The skin become yellow. The intestinal diarrhea can be seen. The eye can be yellowed. The mouth metallic taste can be found. The circulatory problem or anemia or shock in heart can possible. And the gastric problems like vomiting, nausea, abnormal pain and burning sensation can be seen. And the kidney problems like no urine production, it is a very important part and very problematic situations can be happen. So the compared to the other trace elements, the copper is relatively not too toxic, but the Wilson's disease is a rare genetic copper toxicity disorder where there is impaired copper excretion in bile, causing the toxic accumulation in the liver, brain, and those parts. The copper may also accumulate in blood that causing anemia due to the low iron levels. So the copper toxicity may treated by the chelation therapy. So this is a very important and specialized therapy by which the coppers are being form the chelates, and by the insoluble chelates forming they can be taken out from the body easily. Okay, so these are all about the copper. Students, I am completing the copper with this. In the next video, I will start a new micromineral. Till then, thank you.